Prepare to have your mind blown about what's lurking in your compost bin. Forget everything you thought you knew about soil regeneration. We're about to reveal a revolutionary, almost magical ingredient that can turn even the most depleted earth into a powerhouse of growth. This isn't just about feeding your plants, it's about fundamentally changing your garden's future. Your garden soil is crying out for help, and you might not even realize it. Across the globe, we're witnessing an unprecedented crisis that threatens the very foundation of our food systems and the health of our beloved gardens. Modern agricultural practices, overcultivation, and chemical dependency have stripped our earth of its most precious resource, living, breathing soil, teeming with beneficial microorganisms. When you dig into your garden beds, you might notice soil that feels lifeless, compacted, or struggles to retain water. This isn't just poor luck or bad timing. It's the result of decades of practices that have depleted the complex ecosystem that should be thriving beneath our feet. Healthy soil should feel like chocolate cake in your hands, rich and crumbly, with an earthy aroma that speaks of life and vitality. If your soil feels more like concrete or dust, you're dealing with the aftermath of soil degradation. The consequences extend far beyond disappointing harvests. Depleted soil can't properly cycle nutrients, leading to plants that are more susceptible to disease and pest problems. Water runs off instead of penetrating deep into the root zone, creating drought stress even when you're watering regularly. Most critically, the beneficial bacteria, fungi, and microorganisms that form the foundation of a healthy soil ecosystem have been largely eliminated, leaving your plants nutritionally starved despite your best efforts with fertilizers. Enter activated charcoal, also known as biochar, a soil amendment that's about to revolutionize how you think about soil health. This isn't the charcoal you use for grilling, it's a highly porous, carbon-rich material that has been used by indigenous cultures for thousands of years to create incredibly fertile soils. The Amazon's famous terra preta soils, which remain fertile centuries after their creation, owe their remarkable properties largely to biochar. So, the magic really lies in activated charcoal's extraordinary structure. Picture a sponge, but, magnified to reveal millions of microscopic pores and channels. This intricate network provides an enormous surface area. Just 1 gram of high-quality biochar can have a surface area equivalent to several football fields. These countless tiny spaces actually become luxury condominiums for beneficial soil microorganisms, creating a thriving underground city that supports plant health in ways that will honestly astound you. When you incorporate activated charcoal into your soil, you're essentially installing a 5-star hotel for the beneficial bacteria and fungi that your plants desperately need. These microorganisms form symbiotic relationships with plant roots, trading nutrients for sugars and creating a communication network that helps plants resist disease, access hard-to-reach nutrients, and even warn each other about pest attacks. The porous structure also acts like a natural water reservoir, holding onto moisture during dry periods and slowly releasing it when your plants need it most. What makes activated charcoal truly remarkable is its stability. Unlike traditional organic matter that decomposes relatively quickly, biochar actually persists in the soil for hundreds, even thousands of years. This means your investment in soil health isn't just a temporary fix, you're creating lasting change that will benefit your garden for generations to come. Creating your own activated charcoal compost blend isn't complicated, but getting the ratios right makes all the difference between good results and truly transformational outcomes. Start with high-quality biochar. Look for products specifically labeled for agricultural or gardening use, as these have been processed at the optimal temperatures to maximize their beneficial properties without containing harmful chemicals. The foundation of your super soil blend begins with traditional composting materials, but with a strategic twist. Combine your usual mix of browns and greens, dried leaves, straw, and paper products balanced with kitchen scraps, fresh grass clippings, and garden trimmings. To this traditional base, you'll add approximately 10 to 15% biochar by volume. This might seem like a small amount, but remember that a little goes a very long way due to its incredible surface area and long-lasting effects. Before adding biochar directly to your compost, consider charging it first. a process that dramatically increases its effectiveness. Soak your activated charcoal in a nutrient-rich solution for several hours or overnight. You can use liquid kelp fertilizer, compost tea, or even a diluted fish emulsion. This pre-charging process fills those millions of tiny pores with nutrients and beneficial microorganisms, giving your soil amendment a powerful head start. Layer your materials thoughtfully in your compost bin or pile. Alternate between your traditional organic materials and thin layers of charged biochar, ensuring even distribution throughout the pile. The biochar will help regulate moisture levels in your compost, preventing it from becoming too wet or too dry. Common problems that can slow decomposition or create anaerobic conditions that produce unpleasant odors. Pay attention to the composting process itself, as the addition of biochar can actually accelerate decomposition. The increased surface area provides more sites for beneficial composting microorganisms to colonize, potentially reducing your compost maturation time by several weeks. Turn your pile regularly, and you'll notice that the finished compost has a richer, more complex structure than traditional compost alone. The results you'll see in your garden aren't just impressive, they're backed by solid science that explains exactly why this combination creates such dramatic improvements. When you apply your activated charcoal compost blend to your garden beds, you're initiating a cascade of beneficial processes that address soil health from multiple angles simultaneously. First, the nutrient retention capabilities of biochar mean that fertilizers and organic nutrients don't wash away with the first heavy rain. Instead, they're held in the soil profile where plant roots can access them over extended periods. This doesn't just save you money on fertilizers, it prevents nutrient runoff that can harm local waterways while ensuring your plants have consistent access to the nutrition they need for optimal growth. The water management properties of your enhanced soil become apparent during both wet and dry periods. During heavy rainfall, the increased pore space and improved soil structure prevent waterlogging and root rot issues. Conversely, during dry spells, the biochar's water-holding capacity means you'll water less frequently while maintaining better soil moisture levels. Many gardeners report reducing their watering frequency by 30 to 40% while achieving better plant health and yields. Perhaps most importantly, the microbial activity in your soil will explode in ways that traditional soil amendments simply can't match. So, the protected environment within biochar's porous structure actually allows beneficial microorganisms to multiply rapidly and establish stable populations. These microbes, form complex networks with plant roots, creating what scientists call the soil food web. It's an intricate system of nutrient exchange, disease suppression, and plant communication that leads to remarkably resilient and productive plants. The transformation you'll witness in your garden will be nothing short of remarkable, with improvements becoming visible within just a few weeks of application. Plants grown in soil amended with activated charcoal compost consistently show increased vigor with stronger stems, more vibrant foliage, and honestly, significantly improved disease resistance. Root systems develop more extensively, creating plants that can better weather environmental stresses and access nutrients from a larger soil volume. Vegetable gardens see some of the most dramatic improvements, with many gardeners reporting yield increases of 25 to 50% in the first growing season alone. Tomatoes develop more complex flavor profiles, leafy greens maintain their crisp texture longer, and root vegetables grow larger and more flavorful than ever before. The enhanced soil structure also makes harvesting easier, as roots slide cleanly from the loose, well-structured soil. Flower gardens benefit equally, with perennials establishing more quickly, annuals blooming more profusely, and, overall plant health remaining robust throughout challenging weather conditions. The improved soil structure also supports better bulb performance, with spring bloomers returning more reliably year after year and producing larger, more colorful displays. The path to creating truly living soil starts with a single decision to move beyond conventional gardening approaches and embrace the power of activated charcoal composting. This isn't just another gardening trend, it's a return to time-tested principles combined with modern understanding of soil science that can transform your garden into a thriving ecosystem. Start small if you're hesitant, perhaps treating just one garden bed or container garden with your activated charcoal compost blend. Document the differences you observe compared to your traditional gardening areas. Take photos, keep notes on plant performance, and track your watering and fertilizing patterns. You'll quickly discover that this investment in soil health pays dividends that extend far beyond a single growing season. Remember that you're not just improving your own garden, you're contributing to a larger movement toward regenerative gardening practices that can help address climate change, improve food security, and create healthier ecosystems in our communities. Every garden that transitions from depleted soil to living, carbon-sequestering earth represents a victory for environmental stewardship and sustainable agriculture. The Living Soil Lab community is here to support your journey toward healthier soil and more productive gardens. If you found this guide valuable, subscribe to our channel for more innovative gardening techniques and soil health strategies. Share this information with fellow gardeners who are ready to discover the transformational power of activated charcoal composting. Together, we can revolutionize how we think about soil, one garden at a time. Your plants, your community, and the planet will thank you for taking this important step toward truly regenerative gardening practices.